What's up everyone, it is Zombie, and today I'm going to be covering 10 mistakes noobs make in Bake2Baby. So our first one is going to be going indoors the wrong way. Now you may be wondering, Zombie, how do you go through a door wrong way? You just push it open, and that's exactly the problem. If you didn't know, walking through a door when it's on its hinges, like right here, is way slower than just walking through it like this. So you always want to go for the outer edge of the door and make sure that it isn't near its hinges, because then you'll open the door way faster. And sometimes there's signs like these outside of the doors that you can just skip going through the door entirely. And the second one is not configuring or using abilities. Now, abilities are basically going to be what carries your game, so you want to make sure you use them. Like right there, I didn't use any abilities, and I would have survived if I did. So on the right side of my screen, you can see that I have a ghost logo and an invincibility star logo. So these are my abilities. Ghost makes me invisible, and invincibility makes me invincible. And some people just don't know how to change their abilities, because I saw a comment one day and it was like, Zombie, how do I get the invincibility ability? So I'll show you that right here. So right over here, while I'm in the lobby, you'll see this little fist icon. So you want to click on that and you'll get this prompt, and you'll see a baby and a chef. Now these are your abilities. So I have infinite of ghost mode and I buy my superstars, but personally I use ghost mode and invincibility because I think that they're just the best for being a baby. You can also use medkits, but I don't think it's as useful, and I really haven't found a use for radar. It's kind of trash. So ghost will make me invisible, which is very close to being invincible, but it's just people can still pick you up. One of my favorite combos is to go invincible and then use invincibility, and so you can just trip people and they won't know what tripped them. So for chef, I use run and radar. You can also use dash and radar or lockdown and radar, but personally I use run and radar because I find those the most useful. Radar is kind of the best ability in my opinion. You can literally see every single baby, and it's perfect for hiders. If you don't know, I post a lot of hiding spot shorts, and radar completely ruins all of those spots. So definitely use this in your loadout. Run and dash are kind of the same thing. Personally, I think run is a bit faster than dash, but it's basically the same thing. You go faster. Lockdown, it used to say that this was an OP ability, but now it doesn't because it's not actually that OP. You just close all garages, and it's good for if someone's trying to juke you and close the door on you. You can kind of close the door on them, but I don't find it that good. So you can replace run with garage, but I think that run is going to be a better option. Our third one is not dashing when available. So I see a bunch of noobs just running when they could be dashing. So let's say that this is a match and there's a straight line in front of me. I'm running away from a chef behind me, and I'm not dashing for some reason, even though I could possibly dash if I just pressed space twice. It would help me get away from them faster. And I see a lot of noobs not using dashes or don't even know how to dash. So if you don't know, it's just double jump. I'm pretty sure you can jump and then press a button on your mobile controls. It's literally double jump. Use your dash when it's available. And number 4 is using predictable routes. Now this is what every noob does. Noobs won't know, so people already know this route, so I'm not going to use that because they haven't really played the game. So they're going to use an outdated route. For example, going through this garage door and then through this sign. Like, everyone knows that, and it's predictable now. Like, people will find you if you do that. Oh, I almost just got caught. Let's not do that. And we're going to jump over here and do my secret spot. Yeah, me loves my secret spot. Using predictable routes is by far the worst thing that a noob can do. So make sure whatever route you're using was found by you or found by someone that isn't very known in the community. And number 5 is not using provided shortcuts. So for example, if I was a baby and went in here, they would follow me from over here instead of cutting me off through the do not enter sign, which would basically give the baby a free win. So any do not enter sign, you will be able to cross it. This is supposed to be a normal sign, but they had to put warning do not enter in it so that they knew that it was a sign that you could go through. And this is a very secret sign, so I don't know how people found that. Make sure you are checking every single shortcut. I recommend checking shortcuts when you're a chef to prevent yourself from getting caught. Just make sure you're not griefing your teammates, of course. Our next mistake is grinding wins using 2v2. So if you didn't know, this is quick play. So quick play forces you to have at least 4 players, which is a 2v2. And if you didn't know, you can actually go up here and do a 1v1, and you still get wins from 1v1s. So you can actually get wins way faster from 1v1s if you're grinding wins. So do not use quick play unless nobody's joining your 1v1. 1v1s are just way better for grinding wins. Like for example, this guy just joined, oh, he left. Meanie. Number 7, not saving other babies. Listen, I am very guilty of this one, but it's still a really big problem. Not saving other babies just hurts everyone. Almost every round I have saved other babies has been won. If you do what I'd like to call a baby farm, then you can save a baby and then get put into an oven and then be saved and repeat. It's basically an infinite cycle. This is really good, especially if both babies end up making it out alive. But you will basically win every single match if you save other babies and they end up saving you. So make sure you are doing this. You want to be doing this for the whole entire match. And I'm very guilty of this because I like hiding. I make hiding spots videos. And look, I can see this guy's footsteps. They think they're sneaky. They think they're sneaky. They think they're so sneaky. And look, I just used radar, and now I know where this guy is. Oh, he tried. Alright, so our next mistake isn't really a mistake. It really depends on your playstyle, and I'm not hating on anyone who does this, but buying skins. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still buy skins. I understand that a lot of people want to customize their skin and play to have fun. But I find it way more useful to just buy abilities instead. Like, you'll win so many rounds with abilities. And what will buying skins do? It'll make your avatar bigger so that everyone can see it and more bright. Like, this dude has neon pants. Everyone will be able to see him. So with this guy. But like I said multiple times, I'm not hating on anyone who does buy skins. I just don't buy skins because I'm mostly just don't buy skins because I have this Game Pass, which allows me to use my own skins, so I can basically just customize my avatar, and I just spend my coins on abilities. Our next problem is not using gates. Gates are your key to winning. Use them. Okay? You gotta use your gates. So look at this guy. I just closed the gate on him and kind of juked him. I wouldn't be able to do that without a gate. He just runs straight through. So gates are necessary. Like, this is what happens if you use a gate. He got cut off right there, and that's the only reason I survived that. And I kind of didn't survive that, but you know what I mean. Our next problem is trying what they see. If you don't know what I mean, it's basically trying what they see either on the internet or by someone else doing it in game. Now, sometimes what they try is something that only pros use, pretty much, and it's very hard to do. Like, that guy just tried to do a very hard jump, and he failed at it. So, there's this very hard jump I was talking about where you basically go from this wing to this wing, and I even failed it. It's a very hard jump to do. And I once won a game from just this other guy trying to keep doing that same jump over and over, and they kept failing. So please do not try what you see, and if you do end up trying what you see, please practice it before actually trying to use it in a match because you'll end up losing. Just stick with your standard practices. If you do a lot of these, that's totally fine. I'm not calling you a noob. I'm just saying that typically noobs do this stuff. And hey, if you're good and you do a lot of this stuff, then they're very rare, since I don't see a lot of pros doing this. Anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment what video or short you want me to do next. Peace.